Hi, did you know that most readers across Africa are not able to access highly organized digital content like ebooks, audiobooks, courses, and other digital services? Well, in this presentation, I actually want you to follow me. I decided to make a few slides and help you understand the problem that exists today when it comes to access to organized knowledge on the continent of Africa and actually parts of Asia too. Did you know? Well, actually, this limited access to organized knowledge is mainly because of two reasons. One of the reasons is that the pre existing platforms on which readers would have accessed this digital content, so for example, Amazon, Google, Barnes and Noble, and other major platforms, do not offer or support the most preferred payment method across the continent of Africa. And what do you think that most preferred payment method is? I am going to reveal it to you. It's true. With the first rising of mobile money device penetration across the continent, and with more people having access to mobile device than electricity, mobile money has become Africa's most convenient means of transacting. And of course, that is after cash. Cash comes first, and next it's mobile money. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, of course, we have banks, we have Visa cards. What are you talking about? Well, the reality is, while there is a growing use of Visa cards and similar payment methods, they are mostly utilized by a small percentage compared to the overall space of transactions. And unfortunately, as you will find out, most of the banks across the continent don't offer Visa cards that can be used to purchase products online. In fact, in a country like Uganda, the majority of the cards offered by banks can only carry out ATM transactions or point of sale transactions. They cannot do online purchases. And by the way, for some banks, they may even charge you a monthly cost associated with having a card to conduct purchases online. A few banks that offer those Visa cards. It's unfortunate because when you look at the history of banking, like ATMs, Visa cards, and all, this was the similar behavior that was happening in the West, in United States, about 20 plus years ago. That's when they had cards that were only specifically for ATM transactions. That's when it was a thing. But right now, most cards will offer you ability to purchase online. And yet that is not the case for most of the banks across Africa. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but that's the reality. So, think about it now. The main platforms on which African readers would access organized knowledge, like ebooks, audiobooks, even courses, they require that you have a card to use online, like a Visa card or credit card. And yet banks across Africa, majority of them don't offer those cards. And a few that offer those cards charge you a hefty fee for owning that card. So readers who would have read purchasing books from those platforms do not, because they don't have the most preferred payment method. Unfortunately, on top of the challenge of purchasing those books, some of the apps from the prominent digital platforms, they actually don't offer full access to some of the countries across the continent. So you might find that the content may be limited in terms of access. You find you can download the app, yes, but the features, for some reason, the features are disabled within the app, or I just don't know whether it's location limited or whatever happens. Those apps are not reliable on the African continent. It's kind of weird. It's strange, but it is true. An app may work in one country and not work in the other. It really is a weird thing that's happening on the continent. So you can't buy the books, and even if you were to buy them, you don't have an app in which to read them because those apps come with limited access, especially on the continent. So do you see how a huge digital divide then begins to develop, where we have a world that has access to organized knowledge and a continent that is completely cut off in terms of access to organized knowledge? By the way, I say this with understanding that there are a few people who are able to break out of those boundaries and go get those cards and still be able to purchase products online using those cards. But that's a few people. Now, this is not a small problem because in some way it cuts off the majority of the continent from accessing well-organized digital content. So if knowledge is power, then organized knowledge is the superpower. Then why not empower the people who need the power the most? Well, it is easy to think, since anyone can search and find content on Google, then they have access to this organized knowledge. But did you know that that's not exactly the case? Because most of the content on the internet is fragmented, and you have to look in a lot of places to build up a comprehensive understanding of a topic of interest. You know this, that if you really wanted to learn something, either you learn it from a course or you learn it from a book. People pour their heart and soul, their research, their commitment in books so that you find the entire organized catalog within the book. You read and you're good to go. But searching on Google, while it will give you results, you have to compile that knowledge from lots of sources, cross-check. Most of the articles will be only covering the surface of the topic you're trying to learn. And you might say, oh, well, we now have artificial intelligence, we have AI tools. Well, yes, those AI tools are accessible and they are changing the game, but that's not enough. And I will share with you why. But you see, like I said, with ebooks and audiobooks and courses, the content is already highly organized, and sometimes it offers you a step-by-step action plan. That's what most readers across Africa don't have access to. I don't mean the fragmented content that you can search on Google. I mean the organized knowledge. So let me ask you this. What if there was a platform where authors could self-publish easily and readers could purchase ebooks and audiobooks using their most preferred payment method? What is that method again? It's mobile money. What if authors could receive their royalties instantly? So they publish their books and receive their royalties instantly. Let me tell you something. When you publish on the prominent publishing platforms, I am talking of Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, Apple Books. For Amazon, you have to wait about 2 to 3 months to receive your first royalties. So let me say, if you publish in January, if you make a sale in Jan, you're going to receive your royalties at the end of, probably at the end of March, if I remember correctly. It's about 3 months period. At the end of March, you have to wait for all those days. You made a sale in Jan, but you receive your royalties in March. But secondly, Amazon will take about 30% from your royalties, if I remember correctly. Yes, 30% from your royalties. So if you made $1, Amazon is going to keep 0.3. Okay? And then when Amazon keeps their royalties, their cut of royalties, they will also take withholding tax because you're publishing outside of the United States. Amazon is going to take withholding tax from your royalties. To receive your royalties when you're on the African continent, you have to have an intermediary, a company that helps you to connect to Amazon or Google or Barnes & Noble. Usually, many authors who have tried to publish on these platforms will use an intermediary like Payoneer. Now, when your money goes into Payoneer account, Payoneer will also take a commission, a cut on your royalties. And when your money goes from Payoneer to your bank account in, for example, Uganda or Nigeria or another country, Zambia, Ghana, guess what? The bank will also take transactional fees. So by the time you receive the royalties, you receive the least amount, you receive the lowest amount. So what if there was a platform where an author could publish and receive their royalties instantly? What about if readers could access books and audiobooks on the spot without limited access that some of these apps provide us? But even better, what if authors could receive their royalties through mobile money? That is what excites me, to be honest with you. Access to your money when you need it. That's what I'm talking about. But even more so, what if Africa was really connected to the digital knowledge space? Well, drumroll please, drumroll please, drumroll please. Let me introduce you to a platform that is revolutionizing self-publishing across emerging markets. This is Africa, Asia, name it. Eboore.com. Well, Eboore is an e-commerce company launched to bridge the digital divide, to provide access to organized knowledge across emerging markets. Eboore.com is a self-publishing platform integrated with a smart reading app that helps authors connect with readers anywhere, anytime. And I'm really glad to introduce you this opportunity that Eboore brings us. Eboore is determined, is driven by the mission to bridge that gap, to connect Africa to access to organized knowledge like ebooks, audiobooks, and AI-powered search and learn recommendations. Obviously, like I said, Eboore provides the self-publishing platform, also provides a reading app called Eboore. And all this, the Eboore app is already available on Google Play Store as well as Apple Store. But that is not all. Here is how Eboore.com is different from other existing platforms. First of all, Eboore supports several payment methods like PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Visa and credit cards, mobile money, M-Pesa, meaning the readers can purchase books using their most convenient means of purchase, mobile money. But that's not all. For readers, for authors who have the ability to create PayPal and Stripe accounts, they can receive their royalties instantly. So when you make a sale just like that, in that very moment, Eboore platform is built in a way where it automatically sends your royalties to your PayPal account or to your Stripe account if you have connected your PayPal or Stripe account. It happens instantly. And guess what? You receive 75% of royalties instantly. You don't have to wait for 3 months. You don't have to wait for, 2 months, 1 month. It happens instantly. But in the case that you're in a country where PayPal and Stripe are not supported, you can still receive your royalties through mobile money. And how does that happen? It is simple. All you have to do is to make sales that accumulate to about $10 and above. And you just request, pay me. And Eboore is going to send you your royalties on your registered mobile money number. Like, how amazing is that? What makes Eboore unique is because Eboore is integrated with MFS Africa, which happens to be the leading fintech with the largest mobile money footprint in Africa. So you can bet that Eboore will help you reach more readers and will help readers access the best of African voices. Eboore is actively working on rolling out the mobile money checkout in more countries. So with mobile money, it does not necessarily happen instantly that when you connect to the biggest mobile money network, you have access to all countries. Each country is unique, and each country has to be enrolled in a unique way. So the Eboore is already operating for mobile money across East Africa, I think Ghana, Nigeria coming soon. There is a lot that is happening, but you can see what is going on. People can purchase using mobile money. They're unlocking buy with mobile money in more countries, and your country is either on the list or already unlocked. But you can also download Eboore app. It's available on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And Eboore offers authors the option to receive their royalties through either PayPal, Stripe, or mobile money. And Eboore puts more money in the author's bag. For example, you either receive 75% of your royalties on each sale, and Eboore reserves 25% for platform maintenance and growth. But also, Eboore offers a plan where you pay just once like this, and for a lifetime, you receive 100% of your royalties. This is insane. And yet it's possible. Really, I want to welcome you to Eboore, because Eboore publishing is the future of self-publishing on the African continent and in emerging markets. Eboore offers authors publishing training and partners with other author associations, provide high-end training on how to build multiple income streams through publishing. And one of the things that actually Eboore is doing is helping existing, rare, and underrepresented voices tell their story and add value to the community, both in local and international markets. So what are you waiting for? It's time to tell the African story, and who better to tell it than the African child? Welcome to Eboore. It's an honor, it's a joy, it's a pleasure to have you on board. Eboore is built for authors, by authors. Well, to top this up, I want to give you bonuses on this secret training that I've given you. I want to let you know that actually Eboore offers an affiliate program where you can sign up and earn a commission for inviting other authors to come and join and publish on Eboore. You can earn when you promote other authors' books and readers buy them and read. You can earn when you invite your friends to become affiliates on Eboore. So it's basically a win-win situation. Everyone wins, everyone makes money. Even if you're not an author, you can make money from Eboore. When you're an author, you can make money in multiple ways. And you also will be invited to experience Eboore AI, an intuitive platform where you can learn and search, learn, and, utilize the power of artificial intelligence. So thank you for joining me, and go sign up for your account on Eboore, either as an author or as a reader or as an affiliate. I'll see you in the next video.